Hey guys, Bob from Dynamic Performance RC. Wanted to show you something we've been working on today. Something special for this weekend's New Hampshire Carpet Champ event 2025. Come on, let's go see Anders. Hey Anders.
How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
Good.
Just wanted to come over and see what you're up to.
Perfect timing. Just put the last screw in here for the frame. Want to help us set it up, take a look, see how it looks against the rest of the jump?
Yeah, let's do it. This thing's going to be awesome.
Slide it right up against there.
Nice. So something we wanted to do for this race is have something unique and special. So we came up with this massive jump. We'll show you how it all started. So originally Anders and I had sat down and talked and said, what are we going to do that's outstanding for this race? Something that separates it. So we came up with an idea of a jump, right?
Yeah, it got a little crazy actually. Right. We got some drawings over here that we've been working off of. This is actually what we started with. It was about 8 foot tall. Kind of got a little nuts, realized that might be too much. So then somebody started talking to us about shark fin, AKA time warp. Then eventually, this is after some renditions, this is what we came up with here, sort of a variation on the two. Cut it down significantly in size, but here's the time warp. Actually, I was also playing around, looking at different ideas online, and I met this guy. He told me about his toilet experience and smacking his head and stuff, and yeah, so that kind of played a role in the whole design too. So
so this jump, when we design a jump, it's not just taking wood and throwing it together. Like, a lot of thought goes into it. Originally, usually starts with an idea, then a sketch on paper, right, and then from there it actually goes into a CAD system, right, where we're able to change the design, see the layout, the measurements. We'll see if we can pull it up here so you guys can actually see what actually goes into building a jump. And then obviously it goes into laying it out like we have now and testing it.
So here's a basic drawing, what I came up in the beginning, just sort of breaking it up into parts because we got to take it down every time. Sorry, I don't have this open, but so get rid of that. Yeah, this is what I basically draw every time I work on a jump. And again, it's got to be broken up in different components so we can take it down every weekend. So actually, I can zoom out here a little bit. You can see, design the whole track on here. There's all the different jumps, the driver stand, and I'm able to just move stuff around. And we're going to do this, probably do this layout here, which is from the EOS in Germany. Kind of liked how much it used of the track. So some variation on this with a lot of turns, and get that big time warp jump on the beginning of the straightaway, right? That's what we talked about. And I was thinking about maybe we do the straightaway the other direction, switch it up, change the rotation. That makes sense? I mean,
yeah, that's a good idea.
Why not? So we'd come around and start it here and zoom out that way, and probably end up around 1985, somewhere in this region.
Perfect.
Yeah, or 82, I'm not sure.
Let's go check out the back side of the jump. So the time warp jump, we were actually told, was at a Ohio Carpet Champs event, but it was pretty dramatic. As you went up the backside of this jump here, it was almost a near vertical and then had to come down on the backside. We wanted to make it friendly for newer beginners and maybe not something that was going to shoot you up to the ceiling. So we cut it down. I think it's just over 4.5 feet tall now.
Yeah, a little over 4.
Little over 4. So we wanted to make the approach doable with any of the vehicles. So we have short course stadium truck and buggies here, and just testing to make sure nothing's gonna interfere, so to say. This isn't designed to be hit at high speed right here. This is going to be a low speed approach, but yet the wall's still climbable with a little bit of momentum. And then as you come up, up and over, it's going to be like a launch pad out the other side. Some trouble we ran into pretty quickly right off. was how to get these curvatures to bend. And Anders, you tried plywood, that clearly was not working. And then you went to what after that?
Tried Luan, but to keep the jumps light, but the Luan is just not strong enough. It breaks up. You know, these cars actually do a fair bit of damage. So half-inch, it's got to be half-inch plywood at least. And then I just cut them up into strips to get some curve. So
now we even tried melamine at one point too, but that's really flimsy.
Yeah,
and
it bends well.
It bends well, but it wouldn't hold up.
Explodes. If it gets struck by the car, it just breaks. So, yeah.
So again, in the CAD program, he was able to take the curvature and find out, you know, what radius that he could bend the 3/8 plywood at, and cut them into slats and actually use that for the ramp. This is still going to get lined with
carpet. Of course, yeah.
And then it's going to hit the paint booth as well, and we're going to paint this up and get it ready for this weekend's event.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to that?
Well, I just I hope to see a quick streak of white behind the car at some point. I think that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah, back to 1955, right? And please come out and join us at the 2025 New Hampshire Carpet Champs this weekend at Dynamic Performance RC, 248 Riverside Drive. See you all this weekend.